Welcome back, welcome back. I'm in a Pokemon playing mood. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I've been rereading The Art of War for Competitive Pokemon. If you're like, Jam, what is that? That's the book that's coming out soon. It's the age-old, the #1 book in the world for combat. You know, I don't know who hasn't read it, but it's very hard to understand what the fuck it's saying. So we went out and translated that. Excuse me, and you'll be able to get a copy over the next couple days ideally. So gotta finalize some things, but figuring out what I want to do for the first 151. I'm thinking having a special edition cover. Somebody gave that, but in going back through that, it reignited that fire to mentally compete with other players, and I'm tired of not knowing what the fuck the metagame has to offer me. And so we're just gonna play today and learn so that I can get caught up so we can be back in high ladder. I'm tired of being in the low ladder right now where we're 17 something, 16 something. Probably 17, 16 something from decay. But let's get back to the swing of things. So let's assess this real quick. This is looking like a Valiante smashing, Dragonite smashing. Let's find out what you can do to stop my glory. Bombay is the thing that I'd be most concerned about. So this is a mortal spin first turn. It'd be pretty, let me think. Worst case scenario is treads. No, this is a mortal spin turn one. From a risk versus reward standpoint, I don't have much to lose, but I have to slow down and assess and figure out what I'm intending to prevail with. Dragonite, the only thing that can stop it is a Balloon Goldengo and luck. Valiante, but Treads comes out, we force the speed boost, which is what I wanted. This will likely entice a rapid spin slash, well, this is his rocker, so I'm not sure honestly. Ideally, yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping. I'd entice the Treads to stay in. Now it's gonna go for well, it can't go for the rapid spin option anymore, but he doesn't want T-spikes up, so he kind of has to go for rapid spin, which will equate to a KO, and then after that he'd have to go to Eternatus. But now I can, well, I guess I can't mortal spin, so he rapid spun, right, which disallows the T-spikes, which makes sense. But he gave up the Treads, and he doesn't have the sticky web anymore, which is going to be key for my Valiant. My Valiant calm minding is big, especially when I get those hazards up. So it goes Samurai, which is interesting, considering this is going to allow me to get up the T-spikes and I'm faster. So this is a very weird decision. So let me think. If I want to spin, no, rocks are better to have plus the T-spikes. So this is a very odd decision. I thought about whether or not I wanted to get rid of the hazards, in terms of get rid of his focus sash, but the focus sashes that he may have in the cut are far more problematic. So my best play here is to just go for Fire Blast. It covers for both Bombay and the switch and for a sash. I don't know what he would do. So mindless ceaseless edge is fine. As we EQ here, yes, sucker punch. That's completely fine by me. I think I can sweep him here. I mean, Aqua Cutter can crit me. Sucker punch. No. I'll try to lure out. Maybe I could have played this. This is where the lack of knowledge is gonna be a slight problem, because I'm not 100% certain what a lot of these things have yet. I've seen the standard Goldengos from back in the day. Right. This is not an air balloon set. No shit, Jamster. But You get what I'm saying? Like this, I've seen variants that aren't the standard. I outspeed everything already, unless it's Scarf and Amherst, if that's a thing. I doubt it would be with Terra. So it's choice specs, what is Life Orb. And it did these 2 KOing me. So my play here would be to prevent Rabombe. Well, no. The T spikes matter? I mean, if I were to Sucker Punch and he goes Rabombe. He can knock me out and then something else has to come to KO it. Life Orb. Because what I'm thinking here is that my Dragonite should prevail. Dragonite just needs the Goldengo to set up on though. I think. Well, but he has Dazzling Gleam, so that's a bit strange. There's something that I'm not factoring in. We're gonna have to find out. Would my Valiant being faster matters? We're gonna Iron Head here. Yeah, Rabombe comes in. I thought about the risk versus reward. I actually don't want the T-Spike. So if you were to stay in, I could Terra Normal my D-Knight and Dragon Dance up on the Dengo. At that point, the Dengo's best bet would be, so now he goes to this. The Raging Bolt could be choiced. Moonblast. That could be Choice Scarf, I guess. If I go Dragonite and Extreme Speed, I think that's my best bet. Dragonite and Extreme Speed. If he goes Dengo, I can Terra and set up, and I think I guaranteed win between Vacuum Wave and Full Health Dengo. I'm trying to cover for no, like, in spite of not knowing the metagame super well, I don't want any variance. Trying to cover for the unexpected. And so what this does is, because of the Dazzling Gleam damage, this allows me to roost in case he makes it rain. Okay, so Dazzling Gleam spams. So I think he doesn't have... Okay, very well then. We'll just Earthquake. I'll be outside of Raging Bolt range, I think. But he's poisoned, which is the big thing. So I actually don't even need the Earthquake. I've seen one of these use Terra Flying before. So I'm just going to Extreme Speed. Because the combination of that, plus I don't think he can one-shot me. Discharge does a lot, so I think T-Bolt would have done it. So okay, well, I think we covered decently for variants. Guys, please help me in the comments down below. We're at 1711, so let's get to the 1800s in this live ideally, so we can get back. And I might be using a plethora of teams today. But yeah. So yeah, please update me so I can learn faster. When you hear me saying, is this normal? Is this normal? Please leave a comment and be like, yo, Jam, that's standard, that's not. So that it can update my learning speed. So we're gonna assess this simply. No ground immunity, so KO, 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 KO with Garchomp. And the only thing that well, a lot of them outspeeded. But Garchomp offensively is very, 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 very problematic. And so the question is, what do we need to do to ensure that I 6-0 this guy in the shortest time possible? T-Spikes don't matter in this game. They're helpful, but they don't matter. You know, they're usually really useful for these two. And so it's like, okay, well, we gotta punish that Iron Treads. And we gotta figure out what we need to secure a guaranteed win. Valiant's looking amazing, but rocks are gonna be super necessary. And so I'm more curious to see what route he's gonna go. So if he goes Treads here, I don't want my Garchomp taking any damage. So I'm gonna one-shot the Treads and see what his initial decision is gonna be. So if it's Golden Gone Balloon, my Gambit is good. Cause obviously I could just Fire Blast here, but I'm considering what the Dengo, because I mean, at this point, if I Fire Blast into Dengo, Making Rain will probably kill me. And then, And then I'd what? Glim and rocks. And I'm thinking what I need when conditions I need met to Dragon Knight or Valiant Sweep. One of them is rocks. How valuable is Gambit in comparison to Garchomp? If I were to it's important. I actually might not get one shot. I'm not 100% on how much Mega Rain does. Yeah, it doesn't kill me. Okay. In which case, I'm staring down a Shadow Ball. I don't think a minus. Actually, Mega Rain is minus. Okay, so it recovers, which is perfect. So this allows for me to Rocks and keep the Chomp. I don't think I die. I would have died. So he wasted the turn recovering, which is great. I get to K. No. Golden Go. If my Dragon is here, how does he stop that? Maybe I don't late game. This might be premature, but I'm pretty sure I'll entice him to make it rain. Or Nasty Plot, unless he has the Terra. If he Terras, then I can mash him up with my Valiant later on that I have the rocks. But this might not be the best sequence. It might have been better to, no. The Raging Bull comes in, this is what, Terra Fairy. So if it's Terra Fairy, then I entice the Terra here as he goes for a Dragon move. Or I could Terrestrialize immediately into normal. Being Ghost would be useful for... The only way he doesn't die is if he Terras. But can he KO me if I don't? My Terra Ghost on my Valiant would be useful. The only way he doesn't die is if he Terras. If he Terras, then... But can he kill me? I don't want any damage on this if I can survive. Thunderclap, okay. So he just goes straight for it. That was a risky athlete. Balloon, oh okay. So that's the wave. Darn. Balloon. Okay. That's useful to know. My Dragonite is way too important. I'm not gonna risk it getting clapped here. We're in a hard Gambino here. I don't know if they do it though. They run low kick. Fuck. I was gonna say I don't know if they run low kick, but apparently they do. Low kick, kowtow. So I mean, I'm guessing he has to have sucker. So is it like sword? There's no such thing as Swords Danceless Gambit. So let's find out what he's gonna do here. Gonna Calm Mind. There's no such thing as Swords Danceless or Sucker Punchless Gambit. Yeah, so Moth comes in, which is what I expected. Should be able to think +2 Shadow Ball should do him in. Let's find out. Yeah, Sludge Waves does not get the you know what, which is blessed. I don't think I need another boost. That would have been good. Sludge Wave. This fucker. Oh my god, bro. He went for the poison just for the luck. It is what it is. Yeah, bro went for the fucking poison just for the luck. That's so frustrating. That is insanely frustrating. That's insanely frustrating. Because now the fucking him going back to Dango might have been, man, that's fucking stupid. That's so fucking dumb, but it's all good. Depending on what the Gambit's set is, I might have just lost the fucking game, which is really fucking frustrating, man. I'm faster, interesting. I didn't expect to be. That's perfect. Okay. I'll get the multi-scale to keep, which is big. I get to keep the scale, so let's find out what the gambit is. Terra fighting. What the fuck is terra fighting, bro? That's, man, I'm so irked by this. The kowtow won't knock me out. 53%. Without golden gold die the sucker. He got swept just now by the fucking Valiant, especially since he's terra fighting. Well, vacuum wave wouldn't have cut him in, but he didn't know I had vacuum. If he didn't poison me, I don't think he could have vacuum wave scouted. He only could have scouted because of the poison. But we're not gonna dwell on that. Kowtow. By EQ, Garchomp spikes, which means Roaring Moon dies. If I sack Goldingo, I need Dragonite to win. Ah, that's frustrating, bros. Okay, say SDs. I think just lost him the game. Gotta go Goldingo now. That's a good question. Where's the OLT sign up? Because the rough skin will do it, man. And the Roaring Moon should die to E-Speed from the range it's at. Plus, I don't think he can go Roaring Moon. Yeah. Unless Gambit learns fucking damn recovery move here, none of this matters. Let's see. This doesn't even matter, but I'll just outplay for the sake of the flex. Except versus my Paraspam team. I think did somebody beat me with Paraspam? But I just EQ'd there because I knew what he was gonna do. But EQ didn't make a difference there. That's frustrating as hell though. Like, I wanted to enact the plan the way that I saw it. Because the thing with Mons is, because it's a puzzle, the way the puzzle works is that you have to know what the pieces. To see the full picture, you have to know a good bit about the pieces on the other side of the field. So you know how yours work, but the picture is incomplete unless you know how they interact with his. And for you to know how they interact with his, you need to know what they do. For example, and it's not like literally, well, you need to know the base knowledge obviously, but I think most of us watching know the base knowledge. It's more about okay, well, what is the standard pattern of Great Tusk? What do Great Tusk run on a regular basis? Because Pokemon is a ratio game, right? Like not ratio, what's the word I'm looking for? Probability. So as I'm scanning his team, what I'm really scanning for is what sets have the highest probability. Booster, could I technically prepare for a fucking agility moth? Yes, but the probability of it being that is low. So it's, as I'm structuring the game plan in the beginning, it's wiser to go for the higher probability sets. And the thing about it, what I'm saying, like, I need your help, is that, or want, I don't need your help, I want your help, is because it'll help me get the knowledge I need to know what's standard or not. Or we're just gonna have to just go over a bunch of games for the next couple weeks to know, okay, I've seen this 5 times. This is the thing. Alright, so Dragonite, another solid bet. Guards actually very poorly versus this particular Dango of Gold. This Chomp of Gar does well as well. This Mora of Glim. One thing is, fucking Tusk is a bitch for me to lead versus. I'm gonna Glim lead because this Tinglu being punished is actually quite useful. And T-Spikes, if he EQs, T-Spikes is quite useful indeed. But this is actually a pretty big nuisance for me. I could Mortal Spin, but the T-Spikes are too useful. Unless they run some kind of alternative to Earthquake now. So he knocks me out, knocks out my Glim there. Just fine. Stealth Rock, Earthquake. Can't Whirlwind me, so what would he do? Spikes, okay, that's great. So this gives me the opportunity to beat down on this Tinglu. I don't think it can touch me. Spikes. Oh, it has, what's it called? Okay. But the Tinglu being beat down is going to be key for my Dragonite later on. Dragonite is going to be a key component. So now I need to position myself in a way where Iron Moth can't have its way. That's going to be tough because what he has left, I mean, not what he has left, what I have left is, yeah, if this wasn't red card, but then again, you know, it said as it said, like, what do you mean if it wasn't red card? I'd have preferred for it not to be red card. Put it that way. Because I cannot KO this Tinglu in one hit without using Valiant, and Valiant invites Moth. I want to invite something in that he doesn't want poisoned, but I don't think there's any way around this. Gambit later on could be very useful. Goldengo with the balloon could be useful. Okay. I made this game probably harder than I needed for it to be, honestly. Probably could have won. Then again, I couldn't have expected red cards, so I don't regret anything. Ruination is decent there. This is where I'd prefer to have. But what I could do, if I go Chomp, it forces him to use his booster, which is fine. Ideally, I'd like to lure out the Great Tusk on the poison, but I don't think it's doable. It forces him to use up his booster, right? Which might be relevant for my Valiant later on, because Valiant can sweep him. I just need certain conditions met. Terra Blast, very interesting. What is that? I know what Terra Blast is, of course. So I did not want to have my Dragonite's item gone yet. But the way the thing is looking, the way his cookie's crumbling right now, I don't think I have too much of a choice. He doesn't get the you-know-what, fortunately, so he gives up Moth in exchange for the poison. Tusk is in, and its Tusk is speeding. What do these run? Maybe Ice Spinner and... Do I want to be Terra Normaled? Valiant. For Valiant to win. Guess I do need this Tusk weekend. But I want my Dragonite. What do I need here? Guessing Ice Spinner is what they run. You never Rapid Spin. And I need what, Headlong Rush, but I need my Valiant needs to stay terrible for this to work. I know what I'll do. This is somewhat gambly. But we'll go Gambit first. Ice Spinner. This turn he's gonna go for I'm gonna let the timer wear down. And then he's gonna go for Ice Spinner again. Oh, bulk up. I don't get that. Why bulk up? I'm actually glad he did that, because Goldenga can now just, I don't know why he bulked up unless he has something to hit me. So he should Ice Spinner again here. He Rapid Spun. Yeah, that doesn't make sense either. So now I can go Goldengo. It's a little greedy. No, I'm not gonna go Goldengo. I could have done it there. I knew based on how he played, he wasn't gonna change anything. But a little greedy. So yeah, it gives up the Tusk. The Goldengo is in, the Goldengo is now. I am a timid Dengo, so unless he's scarfed, which seems to be the case. I have Terra Normal on this, which he doesn't know. So what will be my best case here? Dragon Dancing straight up. Are you serious, bro? Like, that was such a key moment, but it might have just saved me because he chose D Knight back. I can easily, if he has Encore, that was fucking lame. That was so fucking lame. Because what that means now is that the fucking Goldengo, him critting me there just lost me the game because I got the roost twice. Oh my god, bro. E-speed does 40%, he's banded. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Dengo's scarf. But no, it's not over. Not over. I can switch Valiant out. It'll just depend. It'll depend. If I switch Valiant out, I mean, if I switch into Valiant here on his Make It Rain, he may trick though. He does Make It Rain. So I D-danced twice. Roost. Cudgel can't miss. Yeah, it's not enough. The crit, man. That crit was everything, bros. And there's no way I can take the maybe Cudgel won't do that much. Let's see. Bruh, what the stop getting lucky, you piece of shit. Okay, 68, so he's doing 32. I might have just pulled this back. Bruh, did you see those rolls before? Did you see those rolls before? 67 had to be the highest roll, bros. Why is this game trying to stop me from being great? Why is this game trying to stop me from being great, bros? These guys are getting everything they fucking need to give them a shot. And we still coming through and the game's still like, yo. Those are some of the easiest. We'd have been near 1800 now. Because both those players gave us a substantial amount of points. Alas, now we gotta make do, right? I was gonna sweep a team just like this before, I remember. And the dude, what did he do? Got some kind of, it did something to my Valiant. I think it was poison it or something. No, it was a Cinderace and he sucker punch. I risked the sucker, that's what happened. I'm not sure what to expect from these kinds of things. I mean, Garchomp just looks really good, but I'm staring on walking away from jump. My booster Valiant is really good, but not as a lead. How do I deal with this? Dragonite's really good, but I need Corviknight to, I don't know. But yeah, Wake, which is what I figured would come out, but I guess I can't do anything about it. And I Hydra Steam and finished. You may sub, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. This is a slightly different game than the first time, Scarlet. Bro got that lethal. I can't tell if he's choiced or not. But, he's choice Scarf, so yeah. We'll Calm Mind straight up. Technically could sweep the mirror, depending on how he plays these next couple turns. If not, I'll get a lot of leverage either way. Yeah, guys, I need a bit more context on what's common on these teams, because as I'm scanning, I'm like, there are too many possibilities. Like, I've seen several Corviknights that there are difference between Corviknight Sun and Corviknight that's not Sun, and all the things, right? So but I guess he was spexed. Terra Water spexed. Well then, I guess I've lost. Terra Water there was a fairly safe play, I suppose. Can I win this game? I can. I need his Corviknight to do my bidding. It's going to do my bidding. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you, Corviknight. This is exactly what I needed, and yeah, so I can win again. Especially because I got rocks up. Corviknight getting sacked there is huge. I definitely can win now. Like I literally said, like Corviknight doing my bidding, and that is the only thing that needed to happen. Dengo. He's definitely gonna just straight up attack me here. It'd be foolish to prioritize Rapid Spin. The Rapid Spin does matter as far as me KOing a couple of his mons, but I know he's not in a position. But even if he does Rapid Spin, my chomp is gonna be. Rapid Spin was a stupid play there. Very stupid. But as I said, I can prioritize the spikes here and it doesn't make that big of a difference. He goes Tusk. Tusk is fodder. Please hit. Especially since it's that boosting, because Tusk is the only thing remaining for my Dragonite. Let's see if Mons. Okay, so it's Scarfed Tusk. That's interesting. Choice Scarf Tusk. Yeah, that's choice. Why the fuck would you run that? I mean, but as I said, he's with the spike up. I think by D-Dance here. By Terra Normal and D-Dance +2 E-Speed to no HP Tusk. Because he's gonna stand Dragonite. Oh, you Dragon Dance, Terra Normal +2 Extreme Speed versus Great Tusk. Oh, you offensive utility, no HP pretty much. Extreme Speed does 62 to 73. He's gonna come in at, it's not enough. Oh, my Gambit's really good. That's what I'll do. That's what the fuck I'll do. I'll SD here. Worth Swords Dancing. The Roaring Moon would come in and I'm not KOing that. Don't want the Roaring Moon coming in. Yeah. And it's a speed booster, so it would have been better than my Valiant. I just attack here. Him Dragon Dancing wouldn't be that big a deal, but actually no, I sucker infinitely because we want to stay at the most healthy amounts possible. We sucker. He's gonna Weather Ball, I'd assume. I could Terra Dark this and kill it. I Terra Dark KO it. He has to go Tusk CC. It's Specs. Oh, I need the Terra Normal. Wake is probably special attack boost. I need the Terra Normal. Terra Normal better than. If I go Gambit, then it's Goldengo and then the Golden. But the only thing left that my Gambit would knock out a sucker is the Tusk. I think. With a Terra Dark on it. I mean, you're certainly Weather Ball. I mean, what else would you do? Let's kowtow. I can't see how this doesn't go my way. That did a lot to me, man. And so now the Tusk has to come in because the other two died to Sucker Punch. The Tusk has to come in. My Golden goes on a balloon, so puts him to shame. And if he were to reposition Temporal Fire, the fuck is that? That's fine. Let's go for my Dragonite and Dragon Dance. Because now he has to go to Torkoal. Temporal Flare. The fuck is that? A lot to me. I'll play her to D-Dance again. Yeah, it is. Specs Wakes Draco one-shot me. My only concern is if he has Dragon Pulse. I guess I could lose now. How would you have Dragon Pulse and Scald? That makes sense. Let's see. So maybe I was supposed to Terra Normal it. I didn't expect the Tusk to be able to touch my Goldengo. So that was where I messed up. Walking Wake, Oyu Sunbreaker, Joy Specs, Draco Meteor. There's a pretty high chance to KO me. Alright, we'll give up the Gambit then. I have Roost, which he probably won't expect. And if he goes back to Tusk, +1 is all I'll need. The combination of, yeah. Actually, is this not enough? There's no way he's knocking. It KO'd me. I didn't expect it to do that much. I gotta bank on a miss. It's probably gonna hurt a lot. Yeah. Gotta bank on a miss or it not doing enough. Starting to do little 60%, Jesus. I'm down. So those were two pretty tough losses. That one was more my fault. The Temper Flare thing threw me. But that was a good lesson learned. So these are some good losses today. Fairly easy wins. No, there was no game that, well, 2 were to luck, but one was the one before that was to luck. That one was not to luck. That was just a lack of information. And so in that case, it seems like it would have been better to E-speed sweep rather than go for. Now, if he could knock out Goldengo, then my better play there was to, or what I could have done honestly, if I expected something like that, is just Sucker Punch it and then D-dance. That would have given me the damage I needed. I think I just expected it to just Ice Spinner. I didn't think he could touch Goldengo at all. So it was assuming that a fire move wasn't in existence, that would have been the best play there. So I have to be mindful of Temper Flare now. Thing. T-Spikes go a long way in this game in particular. Yeah, people know me. People remember this guy. Let me actually make a game plan here. Zapdos is no longer OU, which is wild. Times are changing. Valiant is interesting in this matchup. Garchomp is as well. Room is interesting, all the things. His rocker is Tinglu. Very well. Earth power. Excellent. And these would run. Probably not specs. And lead with it if it was. Oh. My Goldengo losing its balloon here isn't ideal for me, but see what it does. Ice Beam. Frozen there, great. Okay. You can have my Goldengo. That's what we're doing. I wouldn't have played that turn like that if without the crit, but I have to up the aggression slightly. But that's okay. What's this? Decently high risk play. A bit greedy. I could just Draco into the Tinglu. If I didn't get frozen, I would have hard switched Golden God into Garchomp. I wouldn't have stayed in, which would have made me helped me keep gold. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know this guy's level of skill. Yeah, let me just. Tinglu being beat down is gonna be key for my Dragonite. And these spikes are gonna be important. So obviously the T spikes are gonna be key. Leftover slew of ting. This is a big issue to me. Gambit, hard to go Gambit. Gambit's important. Gambit's really good. Garchomp is really fucking. If I were to sweep with anybody, it'd probably be Valiant. Oh, and Valiant and Boom Blasted. Whirlwind, that'd be a spot. The earthquake damage on Tinglu matters more to me. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, that did nothing. 34%. I'll be right out of range. No, I thought another guy would get the perfect roll. How much did Draco do? 27. So the only way this isn't dying is if he goes Balloon Dango, which I'm fine with. Oh wow. Did EQ again? No, he did. Okay. Quite the conundrum. Zapdos versus Valiant. I mean, Gambit. The odd decision. It's a Thunder Wave. This is very strange. Bruh. Bruh. Please, for the love of fucking God, Gambit. Thank you. I'm not gonna sucker. It's a waste of a turn. I just need to get this attack off. Tempted Iron Head, but Valiant coming in on a +2 Kowtow, even though it's quad resisted, would still get thrashed. So I'm really on a journey of figuring out what the hell is going on in this meta. But I mean, it seems my knowledge isn't low enough to where I can't win basic games. In terms of, like, you know, we were just playing the games. None of the games we've played thus far were unwinnable. In fact, I think all of them came down to the last couple of turns. I just didn't make the right choices in terms of, like, okay, how can we win this in a way where there's no variance? We left too much to variance, too much to rolls, too much to hacks. Okay, so Kiram is done. I'm curious how he's gonna revenge kill this, unless the Valiant's physical. The Valiant's physical, then my Valiant does well versus it, right? If it's physical, what am I gonna do here? My Gambit's useful, but it's not mandatory. His Zapdos having Thunder Wave is a problem. But if it's not physical Valiant, then I've seen people do this. It wasn't physical, and then they just made some. But if it's physical, then my play would be to go to my Valiant here and keep my Gambit. It's fucking physical. If I had a different Terra, I would have Terra there. It's physical. Can it touch a dragon? Dragon Dance and see what happens. Knockoff. If knockoff is all he used, is that all he's got? Let's see. I don't know what to expect to the end. I think I lost this though. I'm trying to think where I went wrong in this one. What I could have done differently. Because this is gonna try to go for the axe, which isn't the end of the world. If I boost enough, it won't matter. If I boosted enough, it won't matter. Full switch. Gets a crit there. All these little things matter. And it's Balloon Gold and go, yeah. So I'm one of the rare cases where I can't touch this. Oh. he should still go for a roost and bluff that I can't. Oh man. Very well then. Okay. All right. So Terra and Shadow Ball. Where am I going wrong with that? That game I could have won. Tinglu is a very difficult mon for me to KO, so I have to figure out a way to deal with Tinglu. Because that just dropped us way back down to where we started. But I'm gaining a lot more information, which I figured would be the case. So we lost 3 in a row. Very easy wins, so I'm actually feeling more confident about how this would play out. So for example, I'm starting to notice one, nothing has changed in terms of people click first, think later. If that's the case, this should be an easy win with my Valiant. I can't see how I won't win. I guess the Garganical could be some strength thing, but I think he's gonna play his Garg in a strange way, and my Dragonite will be able to do it. So phase 1, if people still mindless Samurai, which seems to be the case, then my best bet here would be for the Glim. Dragonite's never to move. Dragonite's, I'm so glad to see the Dragonite, because we just talked about my Dragonite destroying his. Right, or my Valiant being a key component. Is rocks worth it to me? Rocks worth it to me though. Or is Mortal Spin? I did face one of those DDs with Gale Shot and shit. That could be what this is. Let's see. The Earthquake and gave me the T-Spikes. The reason I mentioned that is because in this case you can't go Slowking. It could be banned. I don't know. Let's find out what the fuck's. I really want to go to my Garchomp here. Well, Garchomp is so good positionally. Because Garchomp, if he has Fire Punch, I guess Scale Shot is more likely than Fire Punch, right? That Organical, okay. This is amazing because now this is a KO, right? A nasty plot on his Galarian Slowking while still, just Terra Waters. Okay, well that didn't work. That did not work at all. Terra Water. Account for Terra Water Guard. Did not account for Terra Water. Dazzling Gleam would be clutch here. And my Terra Fairy would be useful. What's Psyshock for? Because this hard wall is my Goldie. Yeah, how much this does. He has EQ, Stealth Rock. Me as he recovers here. Push that. Hit the +1. There a boost. Changes a lot actually. And all the Goldies seem to be okay. I get 34. Is it better to? I'll get a KO here. The Salt Cure matters, but I can win without it. Because he loses a mon here. If it's gonna be Tusk, then Balloon, bro. I can't catch a break out here. Cannot catch a break out here. I am max speed. Doubt he's probably okay. That's what the kids are running. Gotcha. I might not be able to win now. Him being maybe not. My Gambit is very good, and if I can keep the T spikes up, I can get that Kauta. Okay, so he gives me Tusk. It needs the T spikes. Oh, the T spikes. If he goes Glow King, I'll just spike up. Okay, goes Garg. Will free me up a little bit, because when my Gambit comes in, because we're gonna EQ into it, EQ into it again, and then Gambit. Yeah. All into Terra Dark Kowtow should be a close to a KO. Cannot catch a break here, boys. Because my issue is that I don't have the firepower for things like Garg and Garg and Tinglu. Takes half my team to kill those two. It'd be very dumb to stay in here. Yes, protect. That's what they run now. Protect fucking. It knows I'm life orb, so it should recover here. I have to bank on it. He's so cute, bro. If I Draco there, you're at half. Valiant comes in, Calm Minds, and so yeah. With the CM boost, probably could have expected the Glow King there, truth be told, but yeah, there's no hope. Sludge bombs though, which does provide hope. I'm gonna do 50%. That's too much. It seems we're just gonna be taking learning lessons with a strong start live. But scanning my brain to see what my biggest fault there was. Well, let me change this Gold Ingot to Dazzling Gleam. If I had Dazzle there, this would have been better versus the Garg. My biggest mistake there was not respecting the Garg's value. So this is actually exactly what I wanted. A live where we get to know what the fuck the metagame's running, so that we can prepare for it. And so this always happens in the beginning. I was trying to skip this part. Hopefully people would have said enough in the comments, but it's not looking like it. And so let's see. We went from about to be 1800 again to back to 1600s. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to dive into these games. Like, there are a lot of things I look at where I'm like, there should be no way I lose this. And then unexpected things occur that prove me wrong. And so, okay, well, if that's the case, then these spikes go a long way versus this guy. I really shouldn't be taking the value of rocks isn't worth giving up my sash, but I don't have any switch-ins for this. So I might modify this team slightly. Because my initial firepower, nothing on my team has any initial firepower outside of Mixed Chomp, which, if that's your idea of firepower, you know. So yeah, and if this doesn't get stalled, I'd have to bank on. I want T-Spikes badly in this game. I think that's so good. Oh well. Serves. Wait. This is probably AV. Okay though. Yeah, did nothing. Really embarrassing. Surely. So the fact that I have nothing for shit like a fucking Primarina, something as basic as a Primarina. I have a couple more teams that I might not change shit, to be honest with you. So what I end up doing here is probably one shot with Life Orb quick. I doubt it's taking less than 50. It's probably at 49 if I'm honest. Lauren Landers. This allows for me to go Glamora. I could have traded it there, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Why are they running Earth Power? I needed the T spikes up, so that this puts me in a horrible spot. This puts me in a dreadful position. I mean, just absolutely dreadful. Dude, it's giving me the chomp, but I don't have T spikes or rocks. Yeah, if I expected Earth Power there, yeah, my knowledge is just too low. It's looking like my knowledge is just too low. It would be foolish for me to just allow him to rapid spin here. The game's far from over and whatnot, but you get the idea. Like, my knowledge is really biting me in the ass right now. Terra Steel, bro. I can still win though. This thing is what, headlong rush from here? Yeah, I can't give it. I didn't die, okay. My play there was to calm mine then, but I wasn't sure if I'd survive. But the AV Primarina, I'm not beating this. But I could have it flip turns. It's not over. I said it depends on what the Pult is. He goes Pult first, which is great. So ideally he Will-O-Wisps. Because I need this to be Wisp. If it's not Wisp, then my D-Knight can probably +2 sweep. I need for this to be Wisp. If it's Fire Blast specs, then I'm still fine. I probably still sweep. Yeah, this has been a fun ass live though. I just felt the mood to go at it regardless of what happens. Grab a team, just have a good time. Wisp, exactly. That's exactly what I needed. I didn't want him to be Wisp versus D-Knight. That was a big thing. Coupon bound, huh? It's like sub or something. So, Drain Punch. I can't tell if that's a problem or not. A Dragon Dance. Arena Cup. Terra Normal. Do I need to Terra Normal? Oh, I don't know. This key. I was thinking if I need to break my multi-scale, not Terra Normal. Should seal the deal. I mean, unless I'm forgetting something, you know. Who play? You already Terra'd. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. I know it wasn't my usual Jam Crushers ladder kind of live. This 8+1 boosted? Yeah, that's crazy. This thing is bulky. Okay, so I didn't even get any points from that. Oh, I dropped way below 1600. When did I drop so low? Yeah, we're gonna grab one last one for the data. Let's see. Okay. Let's put what we learned to the test, huh? This team is super weird, but yeah, the Primarina, Problemina, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to Dragon Knight Sleep. This should be fairly easy if we beat down the Zapdos. The dose of the Zap. And he's very Gambit weak. But a couple conditions would need to be met, you know what I mean? And that Primarina is a problem. How does one handle these conundrums? mean, no one ever leads Gambit. This is one of them times. I assume, what is this? What, Focus Blast or something? Does this have good defense? Focus, I know this thing learns Volt Switch. You wouldn't Volt Switch here. If he Focus Blast and I go Chomp, that does a lot. But if he Volt Switches and I go Goldingo, I lose a lot of value. And the odds of him hitting a Focus Blast, okay, so I'll take this. This is the situation. For EQ directly, I'm perfectly fine with him with Wisping. Perfectly fine with him with Wisping. I doubt 2 Dracos do shit versus Zapdos, so it's a better bet. The Earthquake did actually less than I expected to. I expected to be damn near dead. But as I said, Dragonite is the key, and for that key to unlock things, Hurricane coming my way. Offensively, Gamora is really problematic. It's worth rocking though. What the fuck would you do? Discharge? Volt Switch? I think he's in a Volt Switch. Yeah, I figured he'd just stay in a Volt Switch. Discharge. Oh, that's blessed. That is wondrous, because now, one, he's gonna leave this in, but also, more importantly, can't go Ace. As it goes to the Crown. He switched this up from game. He's confident he's faster than me. I'm guessing he's gonna go for the Cutter of the Tycon, or whatever that thing is called. Right now, Gambit is looking good. It is looking great. The Terra Ferrying option on my Goldingo is splendid as well. I need a bit more damage on this. Unless this is gonna Focus Blast. If it Focus Blast is that worth the risk? That Tycon Cutter move is just more important. Gambit or Goldingo? Goldingo. Okay. This boy is not choiced. Let's say he has Focus Blast. Use it here. Okay, I wasn't trying to flex on Brody. I'm not gonna lie, I was not trying to flex on you, brother. I just did what I do. I wasn't trying to flex on you, bro. Like a Flash Cannon spam. Again, I'm looking at how do I lose here. Because I'm thinking the only way, like the Dragonite sets up here. He goes the pawn, right? I get the T-Spike. Cudgel. Oh, Cudgel is contact. And I G9 and Dragon Dance. I mean, let's find out, bros. I'm tired of the wondering. It goes per me. I cannot one-shot him, can I? If I can't one-shot him, then I Dragon Dance again. It'd be a waste of time to AV run defense. Let's try to one-shot it. My Dragonite. It's okay. And then it's better to keep my, because now I should guarantee win, unless this has some kind of other thing. Scarfed, okay. Yeah, that should seal the deal because I e-speed everybody else. Zone I'm not worried about because I'm just gonna roost on the zone on the off chance that this can only be grass, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, so we got our points, round out at a little over 1700. This was a lot of fun, guys. This was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this marathon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.